Hello, Michelle.
Hello, Muslim brother.
It's week number 6 of the course. How many pounds have you lost this week?
I've lost one.
And what's your total weight loss?
4.
And what's been your challenge this week?
Um, Staying awake.
Now, you have just come back from, tell the viewers where you've been.
Zambia.
And what have you been doing?
Doing a medical mission. So I've been out in the villages. Setting up clinics and helping um, the tribes out there.
And nutritionally, what's been your challenge whilst doing this?
Water. Um, they used to have a borehole at the camp base, but now that's collapsed. So now they have what they call government water, and it tastes like you're drinking swimming pool water. It's horrible. And of course, there's no shops there. You can't buy any mineral water. So I just stuck to coffee.
And how were the health of the people living out there having this water with all the chlorine and stuff in it?
Well, the locals have actually got the boreholes near their villages. I mean, you might have to walk 10 miles to fetch it. But I've noticed they haven't been drinking much either. There's a lot of dehydration over there, especially with children.
And what's been your highlight while you've been away?
Um, I think it's before you get a bit, well, I hope I can do something good out there and that I'm going to be okay and that I can cope with everything that's put in front of you. And I have, even looking after the team that went because there was an accident and looking after a chap on the plane who was a medical emergency. So I feel quite confident that I can go out there, I know what I'm talking about, and that I've actually helped a lot of people.
Have you had any Christian inspiration while you've been away?
Yes, I've been very, very emotional. And I've always, throughout my life, thought that my heart was hard. I've had to be that way. And God's just been softening it, which I don't really like. It is good, but yeah, it's been very emotional, crying most days.
Before you start crying, let's start talking about food again. Michelle, what was your typical day like food-wise over there?
Well, the typical breakfast was mini meal porridge, which was awful. I hate porridge anyway, so I had big, thick homemade bread with butter on and jam, possibly a banana mid morning. Lunch was very carbohydrates. It was pasta, mainly pasta, and a little bit of salad. Hardly any fruit that you could just go and help yourself to. And the evening meals was rice, plantain with fried bananas, and like a brisket kind of stew and or curry, something like that.
What sort of foods did you see growing around the villages and the areas?
Maize, um, some fruit trees, but obviously, where if they have to fetch water, the water's for them, and then to go and water a plant is, not really good. They won't waste it that way. Um, and they also for their diet is mainly carbs, maize, meal, and to supplement the protein, they have these little. It looks like white baked fish, which they dry out in the sun and then eat that just as it is.
Now, on a health point of view, if you look at the UK, heart disease, obesity, cancer are the biggest problems here. What are the biggest problems in Zambia?
The things I treated the most was dehydration, because it's their winter now, so everybody had colds or they thought they had malaria. So it was given advice that way. And malaria, and there's quite a few children with that. And a lot of children had worms. Um, so we had to give worms a lot of children out there. And it was quite surprising you can hear them in the stomach, which was a bit odd. The elderly, they don't seem to have a long lifespan. Um, they can suffer with arthritis, which I found out. Um, but overall, they didn't seem that bad.
Did you see any cases of obesity or cancer over there?
I saw one case of cancer which was related to HIV with a young girl on her foot. That was quite sad because nobody wants to treat her because it costs a lot of money, and eventually this cancer will kill her. It's quite sad. Um, what was the question? I forgot. I'm tired.
It's okay. Finally, just to finish off, I'm sure you must have made some good friends out there. Have you got any stories of friendship that you've made whilst being away?
I work with a healthcare worker, Fanwell. He's an absolutely lovely man. Um, we're talking about fruits this week, spirit,
Correct.
food. Well, I can say that he's got a whole basket full. Um, he's absolutely sweet. Is the way he is with everybody, and everybody has respect for him. And he just blessed me so much. He said that I blessed him, but to be fair, he blessed me. So.
Thank you very much for that.
Thank you.
Going back to Slim Brother, you're back here in the UK. As you said, you've been feeling a little bit tired. The best thing for you to do after some of that processed foods and obviously being around germs and things is a massive detox for you. Now, luckily for you, Michelle, Slim Brother is introducing his detox week this week where you can lose a pound a day. How do you feel about that challenge?
That would be great if I could stick to it.
So, Slim Brother is issuing the challenges this week. He would like to lose £7 by this time next week.
Okay.
How do you feel about that?
We'll have a go.
Slim Brother thinks you can do it.
Oh, happy day.